what do you guys do for on-page SEO when you want to go in and refresh and update posts? Just add more content and internal links, images, fix out-of-stock products. Yeah, so it's kind of going to determine, if you have out of stock products and stuff, you can definitely update that. If there's any information that needs to be added, you can definitely do that. What I kind of do when I'm looking to refresh content is you could do this manually. So basically, you could go look at some of the top ranking pages for your keywords, and you could see if they cover any kind of if there's any section that they have that your article doesn't have, if they basically talk about a subtopic at any length that you think could be added to yours, especially if more than one of the pages basically talks about something that your content doesn't talk about. You can go and then add that little, just add a new section onto your content with, might just be a couple hundred words, might just be 200 new words of content on there. And so that'll increase your word count. That shows Google that you're revitalizing your old content. You're paying attention to your site, and it shows Google that you're covering the topic in their eyes more fully, and that you're talking about something that the other pages that it thinks are very good sources of information are also covering. We could use something like Surfer SEO to do this, which is what we like to do.
Yeah.
We like to use Surfer to basically just see, what kind of keywords are we not talking about at all, or not using enough or whatever, and that can be a good starting point to see things that you're not covering. But yeah, if you don't want to pay for Surfer, you could just go and look at things manually like that and just see basically what they're talking about on the top ranking pages.
I will say that I would recommend paying for Surfer. It's not that expensive for the.
How much is it?
I can't even remember, quite honestly, but I know it's not that pricey for the value that it adds. And two, if you're just working on one site, maybe it's not that many pages, you could, get a Surfer subscription and just make that, part of what you're doing for your campaign for a couple of months. And then, you can get rid of Surfer once you're, done doing those edits or done adding.
Yeah. Yeah, we really like to use Surfer. It just makes it easier. But if you don't have the budget to do it, you could definitely do it manually. It just takes a little bit more time, right? That's something you'd also pay a VA to do, but then that also costs more money as well. But let's see if we answered all this question. Go and refresh, update post, just add more content and internal links. Yeah, you could add more internal links as well, but just add links as it makes sense. You don't need to go and just add a bunch of internal links for no reason. You could. You could add new images if you wanted to. But yeah, in general, when we're updating content, we're doing exactly what we've been talking about. We're finding something that other high-ranking things are talking about that our article isn't talking about, and we're adding that in a new little section with some additional content.
Now, I think something worth talking about is when not to do content edits, because a lot of newer people will typically have, a post that they think is comparable to what's ranking in the top rankings in the SERP. And then they'll start to worry about whether they've got, optimized content without, knowing about Surfer or any tools like that, or maybe looking at, blanket metrics and Moz or Ahrefs, etc. And then they'll go in and they will, maybe spam money keywords in there and try and get a certain percentage density, but without using a tool, etc. And so if you're kind of freaking out as to whether you think your content is optimized or not, just go in and compare it to the top 5 websites rank or pages ranking in that SERP. You'll notice that it's not going to be keyword stuffed type stuff. You're not going to have to go buy an extra 1,000 words of content about something that doesn't really match up, which I've seen a lot of people do too. It's like, oh, well, we've got 3,000 words and the top ranking one only has 500, which at first might seem intuitive, but it's really counterintuitive. Google has deemed, these shorter articles that are more precise or to the point are the ones that are getting, to the user that's searching. And so you kind of want to look more like that versus just adding massive amounts of content, keyword stuffing, things like that. Yeah, hope that doesn't confuse anybody, but I've been there before.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.